book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaMashah, Bahar Kakadash, the honors of the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some looking like the heathen. Beginning with the 144,000 preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. And the word discern means to recognize, to be aware, all right, to pay attention, all right. So, as Yahweh Shema Shah put on my spirit a few days back, hey, something about to happen soon, man. And this is one of those things, man. All right, and we can see more and more of this. All right, we can see more and more of this. You got so much going on with Trump and the Epstein files, and him coming after Obama, Beyonce, Oprah, Kamala Harris, going after CBS and ABC News because he wanted to control the narrative. Burning up 1,000 tons, 500,000 pounds, something like that of food. Man, hey, how about Shema Shah be letting us know what's about to happen, man? And that's the gift of discernment. And that's a blessing. So we got to know ourselves and know when we get like for me, for myself, I always say by way of the Holy Spirit, when I get to feeling down or something not right, I really start to become weighed down in the spirit. Hey, I got to rebuke those demons, man, in the names of Yahweh Shema Shah. And that's Yahweh Shema Shah. They'll let me know that something about to happen. All right? Now, you got right here, says breaking photo of alleged New York shooting suspect released. And this individual is from Las Vegas. And he shot some cops and some people, man. All right? But I'm going to let them speak on it. But let's pay attention to the video. I'm not going to be stopping and pausing because I got to help him record this video because my internet is going in and out. And the video, the Mobile app is just shutting off by itself. So I'm going to get these last two scriptures. All right? Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. And that's the time that we're in, evil times. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is. Right? So we got to understand that this is prophecy. All right? Also, let's get Colossians chapter 4 and verse 5. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the times. All right? So remember, we're of the hopeful elect, man. All right? Going back to the Ephesians 5 and 15 on down, we're of the light. We're of the day and not of the night, not of darkness. All right? So we got to walk in the light, which is in righteousness, in the names of Yahweh Shema Shah, paying attention to the people that we are around because they're full of darkness. And knowing and understand that Yahweh Shema Shah has the spirit created for vengeance out, man. All right? This is the time of judgment. All right? Ecclesiastes 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in this furiously on sore strokes in the time of destruction that pour out the force and the peace of wrath of him that made them. So who made these spirits that are created for vengeance? Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Yahweh through Yahweh Shah. It says fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So you see it's a time of judgment upon the wicked. It says they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. And no one understands these things are going out because it's prophecy, and this is the time where Esau need these things to play out and to cover up distractions. But hey, most importantly, for him to sign these executive orders to put draconian laws to put people at safe or in a safe state of mind. Okay, remember these draconian laws are harsh. Hey, this is an autocratic government and autocracy, man. All right, it's about to get very draconian, very cruel with these laws, man. But hey, when they bring them forth, they're gonna let you know, hey, it's for your safety. But hey, the track and trace system, all of that is a part of it, man. All right, these things are set up. Not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying these things are planned out. All right, to bring these things forth. All right. So this is a time we in, so pay attention and use wisdom. And hey, that gift of discernment is great, man, because that's Yahweh Shema Shah letting us know something's about to happen, man. So when we get that feeling, hey, pray to Yahweh Shema Shah and let him guide us. And you best believe every time it's going to be a getaway or find some type of safe haven, man. All right, which Yahweh Shema Shah is going to protect the elect. Now listen to this video and they tell you exactly, if you're paying attention, if your spiritual eyes are open, they'll tell you exactly what they're doing and what they're about to do to bring some type of peace out of this chaos. All right, just pay attention, because hey, it's mighty funny. They always catch these individuals in the middle of doing what they're about to do, but not where they're coming from. All right, this stuff don't be making sense. All right, so hey, pay attention, because again, I'm not gonna be stopping. I'm gonna let it ride, because this video got to finish, man.
Hard FBI guy, James Gagliano. James, I believe we're hearing reports that it was an automatic rifle. I'm not sure we've confirmed that, but if it was, what does that tell you?
Well, Jesse, we are hearing through channels that it looks like some type of AR style rifle. Looks like it had a 30-round magazine in it. It just seems odd if the pictures that are floating around right now are confirmed that this was the shooter. This completely looks to me like a targeted attack. If this shooter was set on a mass casualty situation, a mass shooter, there were so many targets of opportunity that appears that weren't taken. He went up to a particular floor. He obviously had some way to get into the building. He had to get past one armed officer there. And Jesse, to your the other folks that joined you, thank God for the NYPD. 36,000 police officers. They are the best of the best. Now, I got to caution everybody. This is going to be a long night. Even if this shooter acted alone, and we always presume that there were accomplices, we always presume that there are other people that might be associated, there might be some type of conspiracy, and we've got to make sure to get to the bottom of that first. But they're going to go through that building, and it's a difficult crisis site. It's a vertical building. It's not a horizontal platform. So they've got to work through every floor. And I'll just close with this. You know, there's been some discussion on what's being taught to civilians that you should do in a situation like this. And yes, it's nuanced, and yes, it's constantly tweaked. But run, hide, fight, and tell are what the FBI is teaching currently. And why is that? You want to get out of there as quickly as possible and get away. If you can't, and you can find cover, and that's not concealment, cover where you can put something between you and the bad guy, do that. And if it comes down to it, and your life is on the line, obviously fight. But Jesse, the fourth and equally important is the tell part. Go to law enforcement. Tell them what you saw. Give as accurate a description as you can of the shooter or shooters, what they're wearing, what type of weapons, and where they're located.
So you hear the panic and the distress in his voice. He'll start acting, by the way. But you see how they're pushing it and what they're pushing, man. Okay, this is urgent. Okay, this is serious business. This is what they're pushing. Keep listening.
We're getting word from a Blackstone employee who says you do not need badge access to get up into the elevator. Once you're into the elevator, you can go to whatever floor you want. there is a chance this guy wasn't a disgruntled employee, former, current employee at all. I mean, this guy could have been a targeted killer and had a grudge based on pretty much anything. It could have been political. It could have been ideological. It could have been romantic. We really, at this point, have no idea of the motivation of the gunman. What are the possibilities here?
He'd been there before because he knew exactly what floor to go to, or he was told what floor to go to.
So let's work through them right now. So you just defined at first an act of terror. We don't know it's that, but generally speaking, we work from that perspective. We presume that and work backwards from that. Presidential Decision Directive 62 in 1998 gave the FBI purview over that. However, the front line of defense are the cops, the police officers, the local response, and that's what they're doing. Now, what is terrorism? That's somebody that has a political, ideological, or religious bent, and they want to further that by action of violence or threats of same. Could it be that? Sure. As you pointed out earlier, could it be workplace violence? Could this guy have had a beef or a grudge against another worker there? Yes. Now, would he be walking down 52nd Street with a long gun out exposed like that if he was going to do a targeted killing? It doesn't seem like it connects the dots. However, if he was there to cause mass casualties and kill as many people as possible, that's not what he appeared to do either. Could it be a love interest? Could it be a domestic? Could it be workplace violence? There's so many different things, but with or without a motive right now, police have got to make sure that no one else is involved in this, and if the shooter is deceased and is down either by a self-inflicted gunshot wound or if law enforcement took him out, we've still got to go through the painstaking tactical resolution of ensuring that no one else is in that building and that no one else was involved with this guy.
Well, that's interesting what you said, because if he's casually strolling down in broad daylight, Midtown Manhattan, with a rifle on the side and a bulletproof vest, and he doesn't just open fire on everybody in the lobby, he takes out the security guy and goes right up to a certain floor. What can you rule out at that point?
Well, again, I mean, it seems, and again, we're trying to read the investigative tea leaves right now, and so much more is going to come out in the next hour, in the next few hours, and obviously by tomorrow morning, we'll have many, many more details here. But he's carrying a long gun. So if it's a long gun, if it's an AR-15 or an AR-style rifle, it shoots 5.56 ammunition. That type of ammunition, bulletproof vests don't stop that. Unless you've got some type of shock plate that's, level 4, it doesn't stop that. So you're carrying heavy armament. It looks like he had a 30-round magazine attached to it. If he's carrying heavy armaments like that, look, I mean, he drew a lot of attention to himself as he walked across the plaza, as he walked down the street.
And we actually now just got cleared to use this photo. This was obtained by the New York Post. This is the suspect here. We can put it up on the screen right now. So there he is, very casually dressed, holding the rifle by his right side. It looks like he's wearing sunglasses. I can't really see that closely if he's Middle Eastern, African American. It's really, really difficult to tell from this type of photo. Could we zoom in at all upstairs?
Oh, blackface.
We're going to work on that. I don't know if you could see this, James, but just your initial reaction to this alleged suspect.
The level of casualness with which he seems to be walking with a sense of purpose, but the fact that he has the long gun down at his side, making no effort at all to secrete it, to put it underneath of his jacket, to make any attempt to conceal it. It looks like he's set on what he's planning to do, and anybody that gets in his way, he's going to stop. But this does not appear to be a situation where it's a mass shooter just looking to kill as many people as possible. It definitely appears like he was going there with a sense of purpose. It's just odd that he did that he walked that way. But just as we know with many of these things, mental illness is part and parcel with many of these folks, whether they're terrorists, or disgruntled employees or somebody that's hell-bent on hurting someone that's in their immediate family. Mental illness runs rife there. So, you know, it's hard to say just looking at one still shot of them, but man, that is an odd look for somebody that was, you know, trying to gain access into the building and appeared to be going to a certain floor to try to kill somebody.
Yeah, that's what would lead me to think that this was not some sort of terrorist intent on killing as many people as possible. Because if you have a gun like that and you're in Midtown and you want to create terror, I mean, you could do a lot more damage than he did, but he took it to a certain floor and only ended up wounding a few people, killing one. And so this seems much more personal than political. And this is just my gut, but this just looks to me more like a personal hit. And obviously this guy's screwed up in the head. There's the close-up there.
Hey, don't forget, they're snatching up those with mental illness, okay, and put them in these treatment centers, man. All right? So like everything is in motion.
You can see it looks like he's kind of a light-skinned African-American guy, potentially Middle Eastern. You can't really tell. And does the gun look like it's kind of got a desert camouflage vibe to it?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get...
But there you have it, man. Hey, it could be blackface, man. He could have the black hands and the mask. Hey, shit, it might have been a damn Edomite. We don't know. But hey, just be on the lookout, man, to be safe, and judgment going out, prophecy playing out, man. So expect for more and more of these things to take place so they can put in executive orders and push forth laws, unrighteous decrees, draconian measures to bring forth some type of peace and safety, man. Okay? Through surveillance, shalom.